Hey guys, Joe Madden here. Happy Monday. I'm joined this morning by Dave Rogers. You can find him on Twitter at Picks from Dave. Dave, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Joe. Glad to be here. Glad to be
Yeah,
back.
it is so good to have you back. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was relaxing. Those weekends I don't have to do anything are my favorites. So I just sat around and watched baseball and thinking about getting ready for football season. I feel really behind. Everyone's talking about all the bets they've put in, and I'm still trying to get my baseball picks out. So we'll see how that goes.
That's okay. Slow and steady still wins the race. We know that from all our children's books that we watched and listened to. Okay, Dave, let's start talking about baseball for today. We've got a loaded card today, but not a great one. Is there anything you're finding value in?
Yeah, it's tough with so few games, but there are a couple spots I really like. I like the A's and Angels game. I like the A's in that game for three reasons. I know both of these pitchers just pitched against each other in Anaheim, and the A's lost to the Angels 3-1. But I like the A's this time for three reasons. One is Cole Irvin. He's a better pitcher at home, which is kind of an anomaly for the A's. Most of the hitters and the pitchers play better away. The whole team plays better away. This team is the second worst home record in the major leagues. But for some reason, Cole likes playing at home. His ERA is half of what it is at home than it is on the road. Another kind of neat statistic is he's given up 12 home runs on the road. He's only given up one at home. So that's a heavy lean to the starting pitching in this game. And then you look at the A's at the plate. Beginning of the season, they were awful, bottom of the barrel. But since the All-Star break, they've actually been pretty good. And two stats that jumped out at me is the isolated power. They're fourth in the major leagues. And then WRC plus, which is their run creation, they're fourth in the major league since the All-Star break. So they've been swinging the bat. And then the third and probably most important reason are when the A's are favored ever, you should look to take them because they're one of the worst teams in baseball. That means they're in a spot where the books are saying, hey, the other side is even crappier than they are. So I like the A's in this spot. I got it at I believe it was minus 120 last night. I don't think it's moved very much. It's in that same realm, but I like the A's.
Yeah, we have seen a little bit of movement on this. For like half a second, it was minus 115 on the A's today. Now I'm seeing minus 126. So it's been all over the place. But I love your play here. I really think it's strong. We also look at Oakland the LA Angels going into Oakland. They have struggled in Oakland, going 7-16 in the last 23. And overall against the A's, 7-15 in the last 22. So I love your stat about if the A's are the favorite. The books know that this is a situation where the other team is just playing crappier, and I love that angle too.
Yeah, it's sad. I'm actually an Angels fan, but I can put that aside. I've been betting against them lately, and it's been making me money. So poor Angels, but money's the most important thing in what we do. So
absolutely. So you can bet against your own team, Dave, is what I'm hearing.
There's only one of my teams I don't bet against, and I'll get into that in football season. I just steer clear of the game. But yeah, my favorite. People ask me, "Oh, Dave, what's your favorite team?" It's the one that makes me the most money. So.
Absolutely. That is the best way to look at it. I can bet against my team, even against my Chargers. I think we know in certain situations with our teams where they're going to win, where they're going to lose. And I think we have more of an edge, even though some people don't like betting them to lose. I would rather bet them in a situation to lose than to win. Do you have a preference when betting against your favorite teams?
So obviously, I like to bet against them when they're to win. But that's a really good point. If you can detach yourself from being a fanboy or a fangirl and really look into the numbers and cap the game like you do other games, you do have an edge because you do know their weak points. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, like you said, football season is right around the corner, Dave. I can't wait, but I know you have one more MLB play you wanted to talk about today.
I do, and this one kind of surprised me, and it shifted towards the way I thought it should be, and that's Yankees Mariners. I was looking at the game total. It was at 7.5 runs. And that seems really low. Not only these teams trending towards the over, but both of these pitchers and these teams just played at Yankee Stadium. And the game went way over. They got torched, actually. 6 runs each. Tyon gave up 2 home runs. Logan Gilbert gave up 3 home runs. They both walked 4 batters. So these pitchers haven't done that great against each other, and the teams are hitting each other. I know that Seattle, the Yankees are obviously the Yankees and are hitting, but Seattle hasn't been hitting. The only series they really went off was versus the Yankees when they had to. So they're kind of rising to the competition. And then when you look at 1 second. I can't read my writing.
That's okay. I hate when I do that too.
Oh, last point. Got it. So
Yeah.
in that series, the totals were 8 and 9s. They were overs twice and they pushed once. So I wondered why it was at 7.5. It's moved to 8. You can catch it at 7.5 still at FanDuel, but I'm really liking the over, even though the Mariners bats haven't done so great.
Yeah, I think this total is too low as well. Another way to look at it is to look at these team totals. I don't know if you ever bet team totals, Dave, but we have the Seattle Mariners rolling in here at over 3.5, juiced to minus 118. But the New York Yankees over 4. That's who I trust to get the runs here. Over 4 is minus 102. Why do you think we're seeing such a low team total for the New York Yankees in this situation?
The Yankees, well, this is the thing. I think there's an overcompensation. Everyone expects the Yankees to just be fireworks every single game, and they're actually kind of on a skid right now. And Giancarlo Stanton, he's out. So I think I didn't look at the team totals in this game. I do bet it. I was more concentrating on the game total, but 4, I'm probably on that now. I think I'm going to go back and bet it.
Yeah, minus 102. It seems like just money there. I like it for sure. Any thoughts on that team total for the Seattle Mariners? Would you touch it at all?
At 4.5?
It's 3.5 for the Mariners.
3.5?
Yeah.
Well, I don't like to put too many eggs in one basket and bet a ton of bets on one game unless it's football. That's what I stand by. But I like the Yankees bet. I'm going to stay off the Mariners team total. I think this is a Yankee spot to win too, even though they've been on a slide. A lot of people are picking the Mariners as a live dog, but I like that 4, Yankees 4.
Okay, I like it as well. I'm going to get on that right after this. You pointed me in the perfect direction for this game. I had not had a bet in it yet. Dave, if you had to throw out a wild parlay or anything like that, you got anything crazy for us today?
I don't. I do some things where I'm asked for dogs of the day and things like that. There's just so few games.
There is.
I like to fade Blake Snell, so I guess I could look at the Giants, but I also fade Alex Wood too. That game, I wanted to find a bet in that game so bad, especially because I think that the Padres, and you saw in the Dodgers series, they were overvalued. I know they got the guy. They got 2 really good guys, and Juan Soto was the guy on the trade block, but the Dodgers smashed them, and I think we're going to see some overvalue with the Padres until they come back down to earth, so.
Yeah, I definitely can see that as well. So preseason football kicks off on Thursday. I know you said you're not like completely ready for football, but have you been looking at any of these preseason games? We know the Baltimore Ravens love to win in preseason. They are a 4-point favorite against the Tennessee Titans. Are you willing to risk this? Are you betting your bankroll on preseason, or are you just staying off?
So I usually stay off preseason. The last game, the Jaguars, I almost pulled the trigger because they were playing all third stringers, and I think they were only 2-point dogs. I think the Raiders were favored by 2 points. The other team that you do want to bet during preseason are the Ravens. For whatever reason, they take it seriously. I'm not going to be betting this game. I'm not going to say it's a bad bet. I haven't looked at anything, but just off the fact that team is a preseason beast is definitely a lean at least.
Yeah, absolutely. Preseason something I bet with my friends. I don't take those bets to the books. This weekend I had so many drink tabs because I did bet the Raiders against my friends, and it worked out not in my favor with how I'm feeling today, Dave. But do you bet your friends anything like that on these games?
Oh yeah, we bet all sorts of crazy stuff. Usually it's money with some of them, but it's stupid acts of irresponsibility. And as I get older, that's kind of going away, but I definitely bet my friends. And those are the bets that I dread losing the most. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Can you share with us the stupidest bet that you've had to do?
Well, some of them are illegal, so I can't.
Yeah.
But when we were younger, there was plenty of, streaking, and there was plenty of making yourself look stupid in front of girls in public.
Did any of it ever work out for you?
No, we were always drunk and not on our game.
I love it. Yeah. I love it, Dave. Can you tell us more about where to find you and everything that you have going on?
So Picks from Dave is my Twitter handle. I post picks. They're free every single night, so you have enough time to think about it. I also post my record. I update it once a month. It's probably going to go to twice a month, but I post every single pick. You can see how I did there. I also am trying to start a YouTube channel. I do at least 1 pick video a day. I'm hoping to do some more content coming up, but that's also Picks from Dave at YouTube. And that's where you can find me.
Any thoughts today on a home run prop?
I didn't get to that.
Okay.
I looked at this card and kind of rolled my eyes and tried to find spots, and I found those 2 games. But are you looking at anything? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I was just pulling something up. We just had a question from one of our viewers if we had any home run props today. I was looking to see who on the Baltimore Orioles would hit nicely off of Kikuchi. We know Kikuchi has struggled as of late, so I'd be looking at someone in there. But off the top of my head, you guys, I'll drop it below this video on YouTube who I'm going to go with.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's a bad bet. I didn't want to come on here and badmouth your Jays, but Kikuchi is garbage.
Kikuchi keeps pulling Kikuchis. He's just not doing well.
Yeah, he's got a goofy name, and he's pitching all sorts of goofy this year.
He is. So, yeah, look for someone on the Baltimore Orioles to hit nicely off of Kikuchi. I think he gives up a home run for sure today.
I'd look at the Padres, too. Alex Wood's not very good, and he's not a power pitcher by any means. So that's probably another spot. But honestly, I'm not advising a bet because I haven't looked.
Yeah, absolutely. Me either. I will drop one below in the comments, though, you guys, on YouTube. So make sure you check it out. But go give Dave a follow on Twitter, Picks from Dave. Look for his upcoming YouTube channel. I can't wait till you get that started, Dave. Anything else you got going on you want to promote before we head off here?
No, that's it. Just after this show, going to get busy for the next 3 weeks with football.
Absolutely. All the best, Dave. Can't wait to have you on again. You guys, I'll be back with another Joe Madden Sports podcast at the bottom of the hour. Thanks, Dave.